sly, so sly.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jake Cameo here from CoreGaming, and today you guys have requested it, so I'm here to try and bring it to you. I've never done one of these before, so bear with me. We're still moving into our new apartment. We are borderline there, so this may be a little rushed, but hopefully not. Hopefully I can get enough conveyed to you guys and everything like that. But today we are going to do a combo video for my OJALIMITS deck. So you guys have requested it, and so I'm here to bring it to you guys, and hopefully I will do an okay job with that. If not, let me know what questions you guys have, or what you guys would like to see from this further in the comments down below. But with that being said, let's go ahead and do a couple test hands, and then I'll let you guys know what little I've changed about the deck or added to the deck and things like that. So alright, so let's start out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll start out with 5 because I like starting first with this deck. Because if you start first with this deck, you can already go ahead and start getting your cards and things like that. So one of the cards you definitely want to see is this card, actually, Ojama. So that's one reason why you really want to go first, because you want Ojama to pop off. Alright, so we've got Slash Draw, Psychic Fervor, A Assault Core, Ojama, and Hand Destruction. We've got 2 of our 3 draw cards in our hand right now. So let's see if I can make this into anything. Obviously we're going to go ahead and set the Ojama. Then we're going to go ahead and, since we're going first, we can play Slash Draw to discard this. We could also, actually, it would probably be better just to activate the hand draw in this instance, just so we can discard these 2. Yeah, let's go with that, because I kind of want to keep Psychic Fervor just in case. We'll go with that. We'll discard those 2 and draw 2 more. Okay, awesome. So now we actually have the makings of a Bagooska right here. So we'll go first. Since we're going first, we'll summon Gold Gadget, summon A Assault Core. We'll go ahead and set this. That's the doorbell, so I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. So anyway, like I was saying, you can then accede into your Bagooska. Let's see, where is he at? And you can buy yourself some time. So then on your opponent's turn or your turn, doesn't really matter, you can flip over the Ojama. You can go ahead and do that on your opponent's turn if you want to. Then that way, if they want to destroy something, they can destroy that rather than your Psychic Fervor. And so then we'll draw for turn. We'll get a limited removal, and we'll have to ditch a material from Bagooska. And then turn will go again, or actually you could go ahead and use Ojama's effect to go ahead and add, and then sack a Oja Magic so that you can add There we go. Just kind of roughly shuffle this. Okay. Now we've got 4 cards in hand. 3 of them being Ojama, of course. And then a limiter removal. So we've got some pretty good setup going on here. Next turn, we can go ahead and draw for a turn. Ooh, that's fantastic. Okay, so then we can use Ojama's effect again. Add Ojama Simulation. Doesn't really matter how well we shuffle this time, because this is more than likely going to be game. Let's see, then we would probably just sack one of our Ojamas in hand. from Ojama Pajama. Then we can use Ojama Simulation to banish the black, green, and yellow from our grave, so that we can reveal and special summon. Summon a B, an A, and a C. Okay. And then from here, you pretty much just proceed to have game in your hand, because you have an Honest and a Limited Removal. You also have Psychic Fervor. I mean, you don't even have to do all that much. You could continue to use like A, B, and C's effects to continually get cards onto the field and link them off. So like right now even, you could go ahead and Saryuja. You could Saryuja this. You could get rid of all these guys, play Saryuja, and just start going off from there. Adding to hand, special summoning from hand, adding from grave to hand, special summoning with Saryuja's effect, just continually going off from there. It's literally nuts, and then you've just got game. Like, that's just literally game. That did take a couple turns to do, though. So what would be the optimal hand? Let's find out. Okay, so if you're going turn 1, which most of the time you will kind of want to with this deck, your hand should probably look something like this for the most optimal hand you could have. So that's the Ojama Simulation, Ojama Pajama, Ojama Magic, all of your God cards, then your Slash Draw, so that you can sack Ojama Magic early so that you don't have to worry about Ojama Pajama, but Ojama Pajama is there for protection. And then Union Hanger, so that you can continually get like all 3 pieces or so, depending on, you know, what you may need. Because this can grab you another ABC piece from your deck, so on and so forth, so that you can continue to kind of search, play, add with their effects that way. Also, you could kind of sub 2 of these cards out for this. Any level 4s combined with a silver gadget or a gold gadget, that equals a Baguska to where you can still buy time. So basically what you're wanting to do with this is make Baguska or something along the lines of that to where you can buy time. If you have this, you can pretty much just go ahead and pop off turn 1, and then you probably have some cards in hand. You can add ABC pieces back to hand so that you could discard them for banish fodder, things like that. But most of the time going first, you kind of want to hit that Baguska. That way you make sure that you have a turn or 2 to kind of make your plays without worrying too much. So that's probably the most optimal hands. Alright, so as far as what's changed in the deck has become much bigger. So, I say much bigger, but it's become bigger than I'm used to. So we've got those guys, obviously. Then we've got the 2 heavy mech support platform, or heavy mech support armor, sorry. Just because this is basically a normal summon Monster Reborn that you can link summon with. So it's kind of better than Monster Reborn in some ways. So then we've got the 3 gadget, the 2 silver gadget, so that we can continually get Baguska on the field easier. Then we've got our 2 Vic Viper, and then our 3 Honest. Those are staple in this deck now. I don't see those guys going anywhere. And then we've got our 3 Ojama. So those are the monsters. There's a little bit more monsters than usual. I believe I added about 5 monsters probably. So that makes up a little bit more room, or takes up a little bit more room. So this is a pretty hefty monster lineup, but it's for a huge purpose. So you usually want to see any monsters except for your Ojamas turn 1. If you do end up seeing an Ojama, which is very unlikely with the size of this deck now, then it's not the end of the world, especially if you have Ojama Assimilation. You can still pop off very easily. You can just pop off more if you don't start off with an Ojama. So that's why we have more cards to where we make it less likely to see our Ojamas. Then of course we have the 3 of the God card, 2 of the less good God card, but we still need it, but we mostly search it off of our trap card. You can also add 1 more of these if you want to where you see it more often. I just hate seeing this and not also having a card to where I can discard it, so therefore it's a dead card in your hand, so I hate doing that. So I would rather just have my trap card and then activate my trap card to search it, or end up drawing it, one of the 2. But I hate getting it turn 1 and it just being a dead card in my hand. So, and the 3 limiter removal, 1 psychic fervor. You can mess around with the ratios of this if you want to. We've got the 2 union hanger, 2 twin twister, 1 foolish, upstart, hand destruction, and slash draw. So that's the spells. Everything's pretty darn necessary. I don't really see anything that's not necessary. Maybe the upstart goblin. That's about it, really. And like I said, the ratios seem pretty well to me. The only things I would really mess with is maybe Oja Magic, or maybe adding a Psychic Fervor or 2. That's about it, really. I don't see 3 Union Hangers ever being really necessary. Don't see a Terraforming being necessary, because Union Hanger is not your best card. It's Oja Assimilation, so that's definitely your best card in the whole deck. And then of course the 3 trap cards to round it off. I don't think anything in our extra deck has changed, so I'll briefly throw that up here too. If anything has changed, I apologize for not covering it that well, but 3 ABC, 1 Baguska, you need to buy time. Utopia Lightning Package because we have an Honest. Clayfort Genius, I would honestly, if I had it, I would probably make this the Platinum Gadget, I think it's called. The Link Monster for the gadgets. It's actually a lot better than this. I just don't have it, so I would definitely trade that out for that. An Underclock Taker, Cerberus, Binary Sorceress, just because it flows really well with the limiter removal portion of this deck, making big numbers and punishing your opponent. Yeah, anyway. Nightmare Phoenix, Decode Talker, Nightmare Griffin, Boral Sword, and Saryuja. So, yeah, I don't know if this was in my deck profile. I didn't have this at the time, but I recently got this and put this in there. It helps out a lot. It gives you another special summon. Makes it very easy for you to get bigger numbers because it boosts monsters by 300, so on and so forth. Saryuja is just extremely good, and pretty much always will be until it gets banned for some reason. So yeah, that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys got some kind of insight from this. I didn't cover everything like super in depth, but yeah, hopefully that helped you guys out. If you want to see some more test hands and things like that, I can try to live stream this at some point if you guys want to. Yeah, just let me know, and I'd be more than happy to live stream this for you guys, this deck on Dueling Book, and yeah, we can just have a fun time with it. So if you guys did enjoy this, definitely think about subscribing to our Patreon. We have subscriptions for as low as a single $1, which definitely helps us out. Every single little bit of money that we get from subscriptions from Patreons will go directly back to the channel, to where we can get awesome things to open on the channel, like the newest set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the oldest set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and so on and so forth. I know there's a lot of really cool old sets out there, old tins, things like that. I would love to open up on the channel for you guys. So definitely think about giving a subscription to the Patreon, and the link will be in the description below. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.